My dear brother and sister, Assalamu alaikum. Islam's economic system is based on justice and balance, which enforces ethical and legal constraints along with market freedom to maintain equilibrium in the economy. Islam allows a degree of freedom to market forces but does not permit absolute freedom like in the capitalist system. Fundamental principles of the Islamic economic system. 1. Respect for market forces. Islam acknowledges the importance of market forces in addressing economic issues. In the Quran, Allah states that He has distributed livelihoods among people at different levels so they may benefit from one another. 2. Principles of a free market. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Leave people alone, Allah provides for some through others." However, Islam does not recognize absolute freedom but instead sets ethical, religious, and legal boundaries to ensure that one person's freedom does not infringe upon another's. 3 types of constraints in Islam. 1. Religious constraints. In Islam, economic activities such as interest, riba, and gambling, qimar, are prohibited as they lead to exploitation, inequality, and economic instability. Hoarding, itikar, and amassing wealth without paying zakat, iktinas, are also forbidden. Instead, Islam encourages partnerships and profit-sharing, musharaka and mudaraba, which help distribute wealth within society. 2. Ethical constraints. Islam imposes ethical constraints that encourage traders to engage in business practices that promote social welfare, even if profits are lower. For instance, if society needs housing, a Muslim trader should aim to meet that need rather than focusing solely on maximizing profit. 3. Legal constraints. An Islamic government has the authority to impose legal restrictions in the public interest under specific circumstances. These restrictions are necessary to regulate market forces and safeguard public welfare, as Allah commands in the Quran to obey those in authority. Comparison between Islamic and capitalist systems. A key difference between the Islamic economic system and capitalism is that all restrictions in Islam are based on divine revelation, rather than human interests. In the Islamic economy, every individual is required to follow ethical and legal principles to ensure social justice and equality, whereas capitalism prioritizes individual profit and personal interests. Islam's economic system offers the world an alternative free from extremes and guarantees the fulfillment of basic needs for every individual. According to Islamic teachings, unless we incorporate social justice and economic balance into our systems, humanity will remain deprived of peace and contentment.